right, it's Larry here with JusticeNewsNetwork.com, and I'm here with Cenk Mike of TYT and Mike Minetti of National Director of Wolf-PAC, and the Wolves are howling today. Right, guys?
Yes. Today was a huge day. We came and all these hundreds of people that came saved the day. The committee went from a no vote to a yes vote, and I'm not sure I've ever experienced people power that was more effective than today. So,
hey, Washington's happening, Cenk.
Yeah. Well,
it is, and they came from all over.
Yeah, they did.
And in the snow.
They took time off from work. They came in pretty tough weather conditions, and they made all the difference. So, people sometimes say that, but in this case, it was clear as day. It went from a no to a yes because people came. It's as good a moment, honestly, as I might have ever had in my career.
Hey, change only happens when people show up and demand it. And you know what? The people showed up. Wolf-PAC held. Mike, congratulations, man. You did great.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it was the people that showed up. There's no question about it. We can only do so much. I mean, we can come here, we can talk to legislators, we can make our case, and we have a hell of a case to make. That's what.
It's a winner.
That's the bottom line. We have a really good case to make, but legislators, we're constantly telling our volunteers they have a lot to do. They have a lot of bills. That committee had 100 alone. Just in that one committee, they had 100 bills.
Yeah. So
how do they know what's prioritized? How do they know what people care about? We can quote polls all day long, or you can on the show. 96% of Americans care about this. But if you don't actually show up, then they don't know that. These legislators don't know that, and they found that out today in a pretty big way, actually. And that was one of the coolest committees that I've ever been to, too, because it's the God's honest truth that we did not know if we were going to pass that committee. And it's very likely this morning, before everybody showed up and we made that impression, it's very likely that we wouldn't have passed.
So the last senator literally said, "I'm not going to defy the will of the people," and he voted yes. And so the fact that there was 250 people in there, it was decisive. I've never seen a situation where people power was more clearly decisive than in this situation. And I want to give one more, not just compliment, but explanation. The Wolf-PAC staff, led by Mike, but all of them, Brian, Josh, John, everybody else, and then the local leaders, Jeff, and all the hard work that they put, and the volunteers, they had just the right meetings today with just the right Congress people and just the right testimony lined up. It was just nearly perfect. And if it wasn't for that hard work, this never would have happened either.
And they showed up last Friday, too, in numbers.
That's right.
Completely flooded the place last Friday. And I think that had a lot to do with setting up the decision today.
100%.
Yep. Starts the buzz. They start talking about it. Yeah, that's what you have to do. And it's one thing to say, I get it, I care about corruption, and I acknowledge that there's a serious problem, but it's a totally different thing to actually call in sick or take the day off of work or school or whatever you have to do.
Take action.
And take action.
Take
and that's what people did today.
action.
They showed up in a huge way. And, we send a lot of emails, we make a lot of phone calls, we send a lot of texts, but this is why. We need people to show up and tell these legislators that we're not going to stand for the corruption.
Like Bartlett said, decisions are made by people that show up, right?
Yep.
Give me 5, Cenk.
All right.
Mike.
Okay.
Thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you.
Washington thanks you.
Thank you.
We'll see you again.
Yeah.